Hey guys, welcome to the channel once again. Now, ever since I've started uploading videos on YouTube about custom ROMs and stuff, the most common question that I get is which is the favorite ROM that I have, which is the most stable ROM, or which is the best ROM. Now, to be honest, if you are someone who has been on XDA developers for a while, there is no perfect ROM and there is nothing that would satisfy your needs. So for me, well, I prefer always using a stock ROM with a set of mods which make my experience awesome, and that is what this video is all about. I'm going to share around 5 to 6 different mods that I'm currently using on my OnePlus 6, which makes my phone the hyper customized OnePlus 6 with OxygenOS 5.1.8. We have things like Viper for Android, Magisk, we have always on display, we have a Pixel 2 launcher, Pixel 2 live wallpapers, and it just looks stunning, works well, and a custom kernel like Clean Slate adds to the mix and ensures that the battery life is great and there are a hell lot of customization options. So that is what this video is all about. We are going to go ahead and have a look on how to install and activate these particular mods, and I would want you guys to give it a shot and let me know how it works for you. So before we begin, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. At the same time, if you like motorbikes and travel is your thing, well, here's a card to my second channel, that is Kratos 390. Go ahead and check that channel out as well. Now, without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to Smartphone Tutorials. My name is Kailash. Let's begin. Alright, so welcome to another video, and today we're going to look at what we are calling the hyper customized OnePlus 6. So this is basically my personal experience with this particular device and what are the mods that I use in this particular phone to make it my daily driver. Now, I'm not using a custom ROM per se, but I'm using a stock 5.1.8 with TWRP and Magisk and a few other goodies. So the things that we are going to see today is we're going to have always on display. So that's basically a module that we're going to flash from TWRP. We're going to be flashing a kernel that is a custom kernel, that is Clean Slate kernel. So we'll also go through a quick overview of this particular kernel. There will be a full review of this kernel coming up. Apart from that, yes, of course, we're going to throw in the Pixel launcher and the Pixel wallpaper app as well. So those are the APKs that need to be installed, and for good sound quality, we're going to use Viper for Arise sound mod, and there is a custom profile that is available on XDA. So we're going to see how to enable that as well. At the same time, to have unlimited access to different fonts, we are going to install an app called iFont from the Play Store, which is working just fine. Now, here's a list of files that we will need. We will need the Magisk zip, the always on display zip, the Clean Slate kernel zip, and the companion APKs and stuff to manage all the kernel features, the Pixel launcher and the wallpaper APK, and we need to download iFont from the Play Store, and of course from the Magisk download list we will go ahead and download the latest Viper for Android, and then we will enable it using BusyBox, which of course we will download from the Play Store, and then finally we will activate the profile, and that's when the complete customization, or the way I customize my OnePlus 6, should be complete, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would like it. So the first thing to do is, all the links are mentioned in the description, go ahead and download them. What I've done is basically I'm going to zip them into a single file, and once you download and extract it, you will see something like this. Let me show you here. So you can choose a folder like I have, mods, and when you extract all of these are the files that you will find. So this is the V4A profile, this is the kernel that we have, this is the companion APK for the custom kernel, this is the config APK, then this is the wallpaper for the Pixel launcher, this is the Google Pixel 2 launcher. Of course, we have Magisk, and apart from that, we have the always on display enabler. That's all the files that you will need, but for that you need to first download it and extract it to your phone's internal memory. Now, once that is done, of course you need to have TWRP installed, and if you don't know how to do that, well, here's a card to that particular video. Go ahead and check that video out and install TWRP and unlock the bootloader as well. So the first thing to do here is to press and hold the power button, reboot, recovery, and touch to reboot. So we will first go to TWRP and we will first install Magisk, then we will boot into system to ensure that Magisk is properly installed, because all the mods that we are looking at, apart from the APKs, will require root access. So Magisk is of prime importance. Alright, so as you can see, we are in TWRP, so let's go to install and let's go to the mods folder here. There we go. And the first thing to flash, of course, is Magisk. So let's go ahead and do that. Now after this is done, as I said, we will go ahead and reboot into system so that we can go ahead and ensure that Magisk is properly flashed. All right, so Magisk is now flashed. Let's reboot into system. All right, so we are in system right now. Let's go to the launcher and look for Magisk. There it is. So let's close this. So if you have an update to the APK, you can install it. I'll do that later. But as you can see that the latest version of Magisk is installed, and you can go ahead and download modules and stuff from here. Super user is enabled and stuff like that. So now the next thing is to flash a few more zips. But while we are in system, why not go ahead and install the APKs that are required to be installed so that the complete mod can be taken care of. So let's first go to file manager. In my case, I'll use ES File Explorer because that is something I usually use. And let's go to the mods folder over here. All right, so over here we are going to install these two APKs, that is for the clean slate custom kernel, and we will install the launcher as well as the wallpaper. So this is the first step towards customization, and after this we will be flashing a few zips to complete the custom experience. So first things first, let's install the clean slate companion app. All right, after this let's install clean slate config app. There we go. Next up, let's install the Pixel 2 launcher. And last but not the least, the wallpaper from Pixel 2, which is something I really like. Let's go ahead and install that as well. All right, brilliant. So now that we have the APKs installed, let's first go ahead and go to settings and change the home app here. Let's put that to Pixel launcher. There you go. So you have Pixel launcher now, and as you can see, the complete user interface has changed. You have Google now to the left. Now next up, let's go ahead and change the wallpaper here, and as you can see, it is using the live wallpapers from Google. So let's select this one, and this is the effect that we are talking about, which will make your phone look awesome. You can go ahead and choose to keep it on home screen and lock screen, or both, whatever works for you. So now that we have the launcher and the wallpaper taken care of, let's go to Magisk and flash a few zips to enable a few things that we would like to. So let's go to Magisk and let's go to downloads, and then let's search for wiper. This is the one which we will choose, wiper for Android FX. Let's go ahead and download that zip and install. Wait for the download to complete. All right, so as you can see, it will ask you a few things while it tries to install. So it will ask you to press the volume minus key and then choose which V4A you want installed. So we will select the new one, so that means we have to press volume up and then volume up again for material design, and that's it. So it will ask you to reboot, but you can choose to close because there are a couple of things that we will flash. So once again, go to the main menu and go to Magisk again. No thanks. And then go to modules, and you will see that V4A is enabled over here. So let's go ahead and add another module over here. Now you will see that we need to go to the file explorer and let's go to the mods folder again. There we go. Now let's go ahead and flash always on display. There you go. So now we have the Pixel launcher, the Pixel wallpaper, the APK is installed, we have always on display installed, and we have Viper for Android installed as well. So the last thing left behind is the custom clean slate kernel, which allows you to do a lot of things. Like there is a lot of customization, so you not only have good battery savings, a good user interface which looks like a Google Pixel 2 XL, you have good audio because of Viper for Android. So this is basically a complete mod which I use in my daily driver. So let's go to TWRP now so that we can flash the kernel. All right, so looks like we are in TWRP for the last time for this video. So let's go to install, and we are still in the mods folder. So Magisk is taken care of, always on display is taken care of, and the audio file profile is something we'll do after this step. So let's select clean slate over here and swipe to flash. So as I said, the link for this kernel's XDA thread will be mentioned below, and if you want to know in detail what type of customization you can do with this particular custom kernel, I would suggest you look at that thread or wait till my full review on this particular kernel is out. I've been using it for a couple of days and I'm pretty much liking it, and this custom kernel combined with other mods completes the whole OnePlus 6 experience is what I would say. So let's wait for the kernel to install, and that is done. So let's reboot system and do not install. So now almost everything is ready. We just need to go ahead and do a few settings here and there, and then we should be good to go. All right, looks like we are back. So first let's see if the kernel is installed or not, and is it working properly or not. So let's go to settings and let's go to about, and if you scroll at the bottom, there you go, it says clean slate over here. All right, so now that the kernel is installed, let's go ahead and open the clean slate app over here, and I will just give you guys a quick overview as to what capabilities this kernel has. As you can see, you can go ahead and change the way the phone hibernates, you can change the LED fading, the charging fading and stuff like that, like how the notification light works, and you can enable flashlight notification. You have sweep to sleep, you have fingerprint customizations and gesture kernel. What about the other mods? So if you go to settings here, and if you go to display and select ambient display over here, so over here now you'll have a new option. Earlier it was just lift up display, now it is always on. Now in my case, what I do here is I keep it from 8 AM to 7:59 AM, so that even if always on display were to go off, it would just go off for 1 minute. So let's go ahead and turn the phone to sleep. There you go. So that's your always on display, and all the notifications and stuff will come over here, and there are other options available in always on display, like you can have a different clock and stuff. And in my usage of the OnePlus 6 since the last 1 month, at least 20 days I've been using always on display. I've not seen any burn-in so far. I have not seen any adverse effects on the battery or anything of that sort. So that was always on display for you guys, and we already have the pixel look as I mentioned earlier. Next up, let's quickly have a look at Viper for Android, which is a sound mod. So when you install Viper for Android for the first time, you will not have a folder in the internal storage. Now in order to get that fixed, you need to go to Viper for Android, and you just need to save effect profile and new effect profile. Just name it anything for that matter, name it 123. All right, now if you'll go to your internal storage, you will see that you have a Viper for Android folder over here. So that is what we needed. Now it's pretty simple for us to have a preset installed. What you need to do is you need to go to the mods folder, and there is a V4A folder which I have included in the download links. So once you extract that single zip, you will find this folder. So just go in this folder and copy these 3 folders here. Go back to the internal storage and open Viper for Android and paste it over here. If it asks you to overwrite anything, just go ahead and overwrite it. All right, now everything is copied. Let's close all the apps. Now let's go to Viper for Android again, and then tap here and load effect profile and select audio file. You would notice that a lot of things are changed. Now I would suggest that don't make any changes to this profile because it is a tried and tested thing from XD and a lot of people have liked it. So your sound is taken care of. Your earphones would sound much better now, and if you are a pro with mods like these, you can go ahead and change settings in Viper for Android FX. But for now, this is where it is, and what we have here is a completely customized OnePlus 6, but there is only one element that is remaining, that is the font. And for that, what we will do is we will install the iFont app from the Play Store, which is for free. Now remember, all these mods require root, but then again, most of us buy a OnePlus 6 because we want to customize it. So let's open it and allow. For example, if I want to use this font here, so just tap on it, download. Now this app would also ask you to grant super user permissions using Magist, so just go ahead and allow that. Now when you click on set, it will tell you to go through the guidelines, but you can just skip through it and grant root access and hit OK. The phone will reboot. So the phone will auto reboot, and next up what you need to do is, once you have rebooted, just go to settings and font and change the font to the alternative font, and you will see that the new font has loaded. So while the device reboots, let me just summarize what we have done in this particular video. We have a brilliant Viper for Android mod which gives you amazing audio. We have Google Pixel 2 launcher and the Pixel 2 wallpaper, so your looks are taken care of, as well as you have a customized font. And for a lot of customizations, if you want a lot of customizations under the hood, you have the clean slate kernel, which will allow you to tweak every possible thing that you would ever want to. And as you can see, the font has not changed right now. So let's go to settings and let's go to font, and if I were to switch to Roboto, you would see that the font has changed. There you go. So that is how you go ahead and change the font on iFont as well. And so that is the complete list of customizations. Now there is one more thing that I have modified in this particular phone, is that I'm using the latest APK of OnePlus camera, which has Google Lens integrated. I will leave the link for this particular app in the description. You can go ahead and install it. The complete user interface looks to be changed, but there's not a major difference. So all in all, these are the mods that I use on my OnePlus 6, which makes my experience complete, and this is the way I like my phone to be. So if there is anything that I missed, guys, please let me know in the comments section, and hit the like button if you really liked the mods that you see. For anything else, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. For now, this is Kailash signing off. Keep smiling, take care, goodbye.